I watched one of my friends lose both of his legs to a bear. Before I start this story, guys, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on right now. Smash that like button. Let's go for like 250 likes on the video. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram. We're so close to 400 followers, so at Duckiesmh. And after watching this whole video, which is kind of emotional and kind of a sad one, make sure you do leave me a comment what I should have done. Okay, let's get on with the story. So yes, I watched my friends lose his legs and it honestly scarred me for life and will always scar me for life. This happened about 3 years ago and it's quite an intense story. You'll find out exactly everything you need to know and how he lost his legs at the end of the video, but it's quite intense. So here we go. So there's one thing that I actually don't really want to admit in this video, but I'm gonna have to for you guys to understand, and that is I was in Beavers. If you don't know what Beavers is, it's like I thought of a great way to explain it. If you're from America, it's like being a scout. You know, the ones that collect badges and like go on hikes and all that. It's that. So basically when you're, I think it's like 7 years old, you go into Beavers and you go into Cubs and then you go into Scouts. There is one called Scouts. I probably should have just started with that, to be honest. But the other thing was my dad is actually the Scout leader, which obviously meant me, my brother, all of my siblings have gone into Scouts and done amazing. Every single week I would go, we'd have a meeting in my local hall. And we'd do, you know, different badges, collect badges. I literally was as stereotypical as it comes. If you've ever seen a movie that has scouts in it, that is exactly what it is. You like do medicine badges, you do, you know, fire badges, you do everything. And I had so many badges. The thing that you actually put your badges on, I have upstairs. I would go and get it, but it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I don't really want to. Plus, it doesn't have that much importance to the story. So now you know I'm in Scouts, you could probably, maybe guess where this is going, but I highly doubt you would get it right. So being in Scouts, and this particular Scouts, with my dad being a Scout guide, it was funded. Funded by my local area because it had so many kids in it. Everyone was in this. Like, you were cool to be in Scouts in my area. All of my friends did it, I did it, it was awesome. And like I said, it was funded. So basically, once a year or twice a year, depending on what group you were in, you would actually get the chance to go away and sort of camp out. And that is where this tragic accident happened. So one summer we go camping. There was literally, I think there was about 60 of us. So there were 60 kids and about 10 adults. So, you know, it was a good ratio. And what you would do on these, you know, camping trips was, you know, get badges. It's literally the whole point of Scouts was just get badges. And you would also put badges that you have already got into practice. So the ones you got in the hall, you know, like the fire one, for example, you'd make a fire. And then the Scout guide would be marking everyone. And so my dad would be marking everyone and so, you know, showing who was the best, who he can rely on. And it was good life experience. I'm not going to lie, it was a good life experience. And it was good life teachings. I mean, it teach you a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention, this obviously didn't happen in the UK. I'm pretty sure there isn't even bears in the UK. This happened in Canada. Like I said, the funding for these camps was insane. Parents would put money to it. It was awesome. And every year we'd go to a different country. This year we went to Canada. Should have probably started with that, because now if you haven't got this far, you are probably scared there is bears in England. No, you're all good. Don't worry. You can go to your local forest. You're not going to get bear attacked. Maybe a deer though. Maybe you could get charged by a deer. Those things are scary. No, I'm kidding. But we're in Canada, and like I said, we're camping out every single night, and we went there for a week. So like 3 nights go past, everything is absolutely fine. Like, genuinely, it's sick. We're really far deep into a forest and it's awesome. Like I said, there was a massive group of us, so it wasn't like we were in danger or anything, is what we thought. But basically, when we got to Canada, when we got into the forest, we'd split into groups of 14. So there was 12 kids and 2 teachers. And that would split into 5 different groups. We all had different names. We all had different, you know, star symbols. Don't ask. It was really professional. So my group was called Group Oski. And Group Oski was honestly the best group. We won the camp wars every single year. So we'd do like raft racing and raft building and all that stuff. Basically, at the end of the week, we'd all come together for one big like Olympic Games of Scouts. I honestly I feel like I'm a huge nerd for being in Scouts. I don't know, leave me a comment if you ever went into Beavers, Scouts, whatever. Surely I'm not the only one. So anyway, we get to the 3rd day. Me and a group of 6 of us will all go out into the forest on our own. We were fine. And we were looking for firewood to obviously start the fire, keep us warm. And this is where things went just, I don't even have to put it in words. They went so wrong, I don't have a word for it. Disastrous. So we go out and we look for the firewood. And whilst we're looking for it, we hear some, you know, growls. And I'm not gonna lie, we had been taught how to deal with bears. I literally had a badge on my sash that was called like bear protection. So I knew what you had to do. If a bear ever comes at you basically just have to like scare it away and pretend you're a bigger creature. They're really dumb animals. So we're out. So we're out, there's 6 of us, we all know what we have to do if we encounter any animal. And obviously bears in Canada is quite a big thing, that, you know, there's a few of them. No one really like gets fatally injured from them because you normally know what you're doing. So we're looking for this firewood, and me and my friend split up. And yes, it was the friend that lost his legs. So me and my friend are together, and then I, was looking for this firewood and I found it. I shouted out to my friend and was like, "Yo, I found it." And I didn't hear any replies. So I was kind of scared because we're obviously meant to stay together like glue. And I didn't hear a reply. And like I said, I heard those growls earlier, but nothing came from it. So I grabbed the firewood, I turn around, and I just start walking around trying to look for my friend. And then I hear the growls, and they're really loud. Obviously, like bear growls, I'm pretty sure most of you know what it is, but it was loud. So I go towards them because they sounded like they're in attack. And again, Scout, I knew what like a bear attack noise was. I run over to the noises because I was kind of scared. I didn't know where my friend was. And I see my friend frozen. Cold, frozen. Stood like a lemon. Didn't know what he was doing. And there was a bear literally in front of him. So the bear springs into attack, jumps onto my friend's legs. And obviously I was luckily there in time to scare it off, and it ran away. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but I literally saved my friend's life. Although I couldn't save his legs. The bear's weight just went completely on this guy's legs. He just crumbled to the floor like a sack of potatoes. Couldn't stand back up. I looked at his legs. They were the most physically deformed things I've ever seen in my life. They were like twisting left and right and just, oh, it was disgusting. I threw up. Literally just threw up. My friend fainted, obviously. I started screaming and used my radio to, walk you back to the people that are in charge. They obviously came. They called an air ambulance. It came and got him, took him to hospital, and they had to amputate my friend's legs. They were that broken, that deformed, that they literally couldn't do anything to them. The bones they were just dead. I mean, you don't understand how badly just broken and just destroyed my friend's legs were. So he got his legs removed, constantly in a wheelchair, completely changed his life, completely changed my life. Because to this day, I still blame myself for the happening of this event. Just because I should have been with him the whole time. I shouldn't have gone off and got the firewood. It was my fault. We should have stayed together. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. That is the end of the story. It's kind of an emotional one for me, and it does really suck. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.